Sorry about being late and stuff. I haven't recorded in a long time because, school. But it's the holidays, so yay! So last time I left, Deku was getting. Oh yeah, to Andres. He was getting to Andres. Because I flipped a coin to see where he would go. I think I flipped many coins to see where he would go. I'm not sure, I can't remember. Look, I can't be bothered to look through a 30-minute video every single time I want to make a video. And what happened? Oh yeah, so he's at Andres. And he's like, oh, finally, a friendly face. Somebody nice. Not trying to murder me or really depress her. Yeah, so, and Andre would probably be like, I can't do much, but I can upgrade your weapons if you want me to, and then yeah, Deku's like, alright, I guess, cool, bye. And Deku would go past and, see walk upstairs, up the tower, and then he would see basically a bunch of what seems to be zombies, and he's like, what? And then, wait just one sec. Hey, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, he seems to be zombies, and he's freaking out because they look like they are being decayed. Like, well, they're not being decayed as much, like, but they're just really famined. And they look like skeletons, basically. He thinks they're zombies, because they pretty much are. But he would run past, because ew, gross. Well, he would probably try and fight, but he probably won't be able to do too much. Yeah, I would assume he would be able to do quite a bit. I don't know. I would say he wouldn't be able to do much damage without causing damage to himself because, all for one for all. I was going to say all for one, not all for one. Yeah, and Deku just, kind of just blows them away, like a strike. Anyway, he walks into a cathedral and can see that, massive, absolute idiot on top of a cathedral. Well, not on top of a cathedral, the top floor of a cathedral. I hate that guy. He's so annoying because he's like, oh, you want to have a fun time? Pew pew. Anyway, yeah, so he's like, sneak time, I don't want to die. And then, you'll probably see the, big guy, whatever they're called, Tower Knights, I think. Because the shield's called, like, the Tower Great Shield or something like that. I don't know, and I don't care. Them knights. And, he's like, how? That guy is like 9 feet tall, because how is that guy 9 feet tall? Like, everyone except for humans is... Well, Ornstein is a human. Why is he bigger than the player human? Like, Artorius, a human, but he's smaller than the player human. What? I mean, he's bigger than the player human, so it's like it's not like, oh, he's a few feet tall. No, he's like 9 feet taller. Well, not that much, but you know what I mean. Anyway, Deku's freaking out because he's like almost the size. Well, I think he's taller than All Might. Those guys are really big, like really big. But he sees like a giant glowing object down there, so it's like, ooh, shiny. I think I can take him. Like, Deku tries to charge a powerful punch, and then the guy just spots him and then just whacks him. Just like, no, not on my watch. So Deku's like, ow, that hurts. And then after that, Deku will probably try to retaliate by, punching him again. And then that would, it's one for all. It's really strong. But because Dark Souls, it wouldn't actually destroy anything because, I don't know. In Dark Souls land, they make everything out of titanium. I don't know. Look, no matter how hard you try, you can never break anything other than wood in Dark Souls. And even that's a bit iffy. You see, it's a part of a wider theory. Nothing in Dark Souls is actually what it says it is. All the floors and ceilings and walls are actually made out of like the strongest metal in the anyway. And then Deku goes and picks up the item on the ground, and he's like, ew, it's someone's soul. Well, not you, but like, scary. It's human being's soul. And then he spots the elevator shortcut, and then the lift shortcut. So he goes down there. He goes down the lift, and then he's like, oh, back here. Neato Reno. Which is kind of ironic. He says Neato, later on in the game. So he would go down, he would probably talk to Firekeeper because he's like, this thing is labelled as the Firekeeper's soul. You are the Firekeeper. You do this. And then she just like, so he gives her the Estus and the soul, and then she's just like, oh. And then fuses them together, and just like, well, she can't speak. That was weird. Anyway, so yeah, he's like, oh, now I'm drinking soul juice. I don't want to do that. Then he realizes when he takes the swig, it's much stronger. So he's like, I don't care. So what would happen is, what do we go? He would probably, now that he's back here, he would probably go and explore the other path, which wasn't down below, because I don't think Deku would go rooting around in graveyards. Okay, that's not Deku. Even if it is a world full of immoral people, I don't think Deku would even do that. Like, I think he has morals, because, he's Deku. But yeah, he like walks, he goes up the side of the mountain cliff, and he's like, oh no, there's more of them, yay! Under like gritted teeth, very sarcastically, because that's how I feel. Anyway, Hollows aren't the best enemies. Look, they're alright, but if you get caught in their like frantic dashing, you're basically dead. Anyway, and he clears them all out, just like, yeah, yeah, pew, yeah, pew, a bunch of times, and then they're all dead. Yeah. Yeah, he would try and he would like step into the sewer tunnel and be like, ew, 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 it's gross, ew. And he'll probably just walk forward and then he'll probably walk fully forward and be like, actually no, if he finds it gross, he would probably go out at the first turn he takes. Yeah. Like once he gets out, he's like wiping his shoes. Ew. It's gross. That's nasty. Just wait. He's gonna be wading through a swamp soon. Yeah, so after that happens, yeah, he goes up and he's like, more of them? Really? More? And then, yeah, he basically clears them all up. And he probably takes the rest of the bonfire as well. And then he realises once he takes the rest of the bonfire, that, other things respawn. So he's like, oh, so this how that work. Okay. And then he obliterates them because, you know, one for all. I made a shrug face. Like I shrugged with just my face. I always do that. I do things with my face that I'm like, I expect you to pick up on. I don't know why. Like, yes, you person behind the screen who cannot see my face. Read my emotions through my face. Anyway. So we go up, obliterate the hollows. To be honest, I would say Deku is probably, you know, a normal human being, so he wouldn't break into a person's house. You know, that guy, the person's house with the resin in it. I'd probably explore the tower first, and I'd be like, oh, thank goodness I explored the tower first. Whereas I could have got shot in the back. It's like, that's the most annoying part. You always have to get to him first. Anyway, I'm ranting. Sorry. So then he goes down. He destroys them hollows. He goes up, and then he's like, oh no. Something I cannot smash. This is bad. Run away. Even though this is weird, I don't get why you can't just do this. Like, why can't you just lean against the wall? There's a really big gap between the barrel and the wall. Why don't you just lean against the wall? Anyway, he goes up and he's like, I got an axe to grind with you, mate, to the guy who kicked the fucking barrel down. Would you go up or down? I would say probably down. I want him to go down. Well, I don't think he would have the key. But then he is also Deku. What is a key to a hurricane? Basically. What is a locked door to a bomb? Anyway, yeah, he breaks down the door. And then he walks down and he's like, goodness, these are a lot of stairs. Why so many stairs? And he's like, it's very quiet down here. Why is it locked? And he gets down there and sees this he's a normal sized man. So he's like, oh, normal sized people, yay. And then he's like, oh wait, oh no. Oh no, no, no. Because, you know, it's Havel, or Havel's disciples, or Cuts people, or cultists, whatever. I don't know, someone related to Havel or Havel himself. I don't know, the law's weird. Because, like, it's just like, why? Why do this to my small brain? Anyway, FromSoft, we do not all have the capabilities to store all your lore. Anyway, yeah, he would probably, but it would take a good, like, few punches, like, because Havel's got really, really, really high physical defense, so it'll probably be able to, like, to survive quite a few hits, and Deku probably dies a few times, and by the final time that he kills him, he's really pissed off because, you know, he's died like 5 times. He's like, okay, I have no remorse for you, and then he's just like, and pew, and then Apple just goes across the wall like splat, just like pew. Anyway, like, I never understood this about reoccurring enemies or like things that don't drop their items. Well, technically, and Havel or whatever, the guy in the basement does drop Havel's ring, but not Havel's clothes or weapon, even though you see him wearing Havel's clothes and weapon. It's like, okay, I get why they did it for balancing reasons, but like, alright, why can't I just strip him? Anyway, so what happens? Yeah, he's like, oh, this is quite a nice fancy ring. And when he puts it on, he's like, oh, I feel lighter. That's quite nice. I don't know why I turned Deku British. I don't care. Deku's now British. Anyway, he goes upstairs and he's like really feeling really light. Like you could, you know, like light load. Because that's what he is. Anyway, he goes upstairs because he's like, there's another locked door and I can't be bothered to break it down. He goes upstairs and then he like hears rustling in one of the barrels, like twinkling. So he's like, he decided to smash them open, and then a crystal lizard pops out. So I don't know what Deku would do with the crystal lizard. You would probably try and catch it at first, but then it would disappear. It would like start to fade out of existence. So you would try and punch it, and then it like immediately dies. And then he's like, "Oh no, I did the wrong thing. Oopsies." And then there's just like spits twinkling Titanite on a Titanite chunk at him. Like, yeah, okay, didn't do that bad. I don't know what the one that gives you there. I don't know. I don't care. Okay, I don't care. And Taurus Demon. Taurus Demon, he would like touch through the fog, and then be like, that's strange sensation. Well, this is his second time doing that, but still. And he'll be like, oh, it's weirdly empty over here. So you would probably hear the hollows above him, like, moaning and groaning. I don't know what hollows do. They just sort of sit there and go, bleh, bleh. You go up and punch them. I don't know. What else would he do? And then he would try to go to the other end. But he's like, well, there's a fog wall there. What's the point? And then the Taurus Demon jumps down. He's like, there's the point. He just runs over to the other end to see if he can get an advantage on the thing, because like the Taurus team is pretty short. You could probably like split his skull up and just like finish him, like tearing his skull open. Anyway, so after that, well, Deku like lures the Taurus demon over there, and the Taurus demon's just looking at him like, hey, I'm gonna come up there in like 5 seconds. Be prepared. Anyway, Deku then just like jumps on top of him, and like, aha, I beat you. But since, you know, Deku's really strong, it would probably actually just murder him. Just murder him. Like, he just goes flat out, like, Deku's like, oh my goodness, I just killed someone with one punch. You can call me One Punch Man. Anyway, he'll probably be running by, and he'll run into Solaire. I don't know, I think they would have an alright interaction. I don't really know, I can't remember Solaire's dialogue. I skipped through most of the dialogue in Dark Souls 1. I know, it's not the proper way to play it, I don't care, okay? I just want to have a fun time, not listening to old Codger yapping and yapping. Anyway, bloody hell, last time I checked it was 7 minutes. Anyway, yeah, so he talks to Solaire and he's like, oh, this is quite a decent guy, hello. And then he tries to go over a bridge, and then he is like swooshing and swooping and diving, and he's like, oh no. He turns around and he's like, oh no. Oh no. And the Hellkite dragon just breathes fire everywhere, and he's like, I'm barely alive. So he just chugs Estus, and he's like, oh, much better. Sorry if I breathed straight into the microphone. So yeah, Hellkite dragon perches over there, but it didn't do too much, because for some reason the Hellkite dragon, at least for me on Switch, it just sort of sits there until you rest at a bonfire. When you rest at your next bonfire, then it starts attacking. I don't know how it is for PC or Xbox at the console, but I will. I'll just do what I know, okay? But then, so what happens is he's like, that's weird, the dragon's fairly docile. That seems very strange. After just burning me to a crisp, that is very strange. But then, you would probably try and, the dragon would probably try and fry him just before he gets to the thing, because that's usually what happens to me. Anyway, oh yeah, again, sorry, keep on breathing in the mic. So yeah, Deku would probably make it to the bonfire with heavy burning, but obviously since it's a bonfire, it's like, yeah, it's alright. And then, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think he was just like a normal warrior knight, you know, the starting class for most people. So open the gate. Yeah, he would open the gate, he'd walk through, and then go up to, and then see the ball there, and he's like, I don't want to go by that. Well, I can see one of the hollows rushing to close the gate, so he's like, oh hell no. He tries to run over there. You'll probably get there, because you know, Deku fast. Especially with not all for one. Why do I always say all for one? One for all. with One for All is just sort of like, what you even doing, mate? You trying to be fast? I'm fast. And then he sees a key lying on the ground and he takes it and then he punches the hollow. Like, yes, this is my key. I deserved it. And then he recognises where he is and he's like, oh, full circle. I'll just crack my toes. Oh, sorry if you picked that up. Anyway, that was strange. So it's just like, okay. And he's probably amassed like quite a bit of souls by now, because I don't know if he would be leveling up or not. I don't know, and I don't really care. He's already really good. So Deku, like, so what happens? Deku goes over to Andre and is like, yeah, do you mind leveling up my weapon? Well, actually, I have a weapon to level up. Well, this is a strange predicament. Oh. I left myself in a strange predicament. It would probably be like asking Andre, hey, do you think you could make me like an iron testing dummy? Something like that. Because he's probably asked for like a training dummy, because he's probably already asked Andre for a training dummy, but he's like, I don't work with wood or straw. They're like, why don't you make a metal one? And he's like, alright. Kind of super. I don't know why I made Andre Texan. I don't know. Andre's now a Texan. You know, I could do that, I guess, but you need to be superhumanly strong to use that sort of test and training dummy. Weirdo. Anyway. So what happens? Deku would probably try and go higher into the cathedral and then be swarmed by the hollows and then be just like, smash! And then just like all of them just go puff of smoke. Because that's what they do, the weirdos. They're weirdos for dying in a puff of smoke. Is that 27? Yeah, it's 27. Anyway, so well, I don't think the channeler actually thinks, but the channeler's probably thinking, oh no, I have to warn Seath about this. Oh wait, no, I don't, because I'm going to fucking die. I would probably say Deku like clears the floor before going up. So he would go around and find another one of them boulder knights, because he finds one up there while going up there. And I'm just like, it's quite tough. Well, not really tough, because, you know, they have decent shields so they can block Deku's attack. Because no matter how strong your attack is, if you got a decent shield, it's still alright. Still, pardon me. What? I'm a widow. Anyway, he goes up. He would probably just like punch the very flimsy barriers and so. They supposed to hide this room. Aha, he did a very good job at hiding this room. Anyway. He didn't even use magic. Yeah, I would find Lautrec up there. Nice. Probably just like smash the bend the bars like. Anyway, so after that, Lautrec would be like, okay, I shall help you in this fight. And here's a sunlight medallion for this. Don't ask me for any more. And then, yeah, so what Deku does, he goes to the other side of the cathedral, goes up and up and up, and he sees two squiggly patterns on the floor, and he's like, oh, this is quite strange. And he touches it, and then a ghost of Lautrec appears, and he's like, oh, must have been what I meant. And then he goes up, and a ghost of Solaire appears, and he's like, oh, hello. Hello, are you good chap? Why is Deku British? Anyway, I will end this off as Deku journeys through the fog wall to see the gargoyles twitch and shake. Bye bye. Oh, bye bye.